Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. The Spartans will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Michigan Wolverines offense takes the field to start this game off. A state divided. They started playing for the Paul Bunyan Trophy, the big wooden lumberjack, back in the early 50s when Sparty joined the Big Ten.
And it's so nice to have you reach to have all those data from when you were in high school and when you were in college back in the 50s. And you know the records so well of these games, but it matters. And their comments fly week to week for these guys. Michigan, Michigan State, and it is intense, and the hatred runs deep.
Can you just imagine Reese riding to school in his Ford Model T back in the day? How nice that would have been, just putting along and getting to school, making sure all his homework's done, just looking like the man on campus. I'll tell you, there's a lot of familiarity in this game. A lot of these high school players grew up playing with or against each other, so it just adds an extra layer to this rivalry.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Got it past the marker. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the right side. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. From the gun. Give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Wolverines are threatening in the red zone. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And now if I was the offense, I'd think about getting the football maybe out on the perimeter somewhere, because you're getting beaten and eaten alive in the interior. You had a gain of no yards the last play. You just gave up the sack. Put your quarterback.
Touchdown, Wolverines! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
So Michigan State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got the tight end. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going back to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Spartans will hustle to the line. The corners are walked up tight. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Here's the fly sweep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field.
Hit the afterburners, kid. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Looking to move it through the air. Pulls it in. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Movement here from the tight end. The lone back's got it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The give to the back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The Wolverines in the hurry-up. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Leaves it with the back. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The green and white love that tough guy reputation, and they're getting it done on the ground.
That's exactly who this program is. That's what they're built on. Every team you go back in the history of Michigan State, you're going to find what? A bell cow running back that you can beat.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He wants to throw it again. Makes the catch. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. The quick out. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress in the sideline.
Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling for the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get it.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Throws to the tight end. Oh, picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Just over 20 seconds to play before halftime. They'll have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's open on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And that is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
One more snap coming before halftime. They'll throw it on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit.
Open runway ahead. The 20. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold, open.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Pressure coming. And the ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. The Wolverines looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch past the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. It is good! And they've regained the lead. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
They'll ride the hot hand. Still running at the 40. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan Trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies a bit.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're not talking about ranking trophies.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll give it to the back. Working his way and keeping those legs moving. Picks up 5 down to the 14. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Oh, and he got a hand on it. It's blocked. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. What a job to lay out and make the catch. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. First down to start the drive after the break. The give on the inside. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Coming out on 2nd down, trying to put this one away. Red pass, it's complete. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The Wolverines are rolling down the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Asher. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw. Gets it out fast. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, you got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Wide out in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Unloads to the wide out. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. It's complete. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Sparty. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Line gets set, 1st down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Look, let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
At the 40, there he goes. Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking for room, it's Bryant. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Looking for more room. The 10. Touchdown, Spartans. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
They'll try to tack on an extra point here deep in the game. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas A&M is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Kyle Field. One of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Alabama.
Looking for a deep man. Makes the catch on the left. He's loose.
And that receiver had nobody around. That's got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. With the run on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Wolverines! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Wait till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. There's a long and storied history of great games